I believe that every woman needs to have areas in their life in which luxury can be introduced into. I think that once you're transitioning from teenagehood to actual womanhood, as a woman, you need to have things in your life that equate to being high maintenance, that equate to self-care, and that equate to you being put together. And I'm not saying that you need to be selfish, I'm just saying you need to be self-concerned also. And so these things, whilst being physical, are things and ways that you can start introducing luxury into your life and becoming a high maintenance girly, so that every other area of your life is affected positively and you can look more put together and elegant. The first way that you can do that I would personally recommend, is to introduce more silks into your life and only wear matching pajamas. And I don't mean any matching pajamas, I don't mean the holiday specials, I mean silk matching pajama sets. Why do I say this? When you look at silk matching pajama sets, you think put together, you think classy, you think elegant, and that is what we want to introduce into our day-to-day lives. If you notice that when you are wearing sort of like a baggy hoodie or just dirty joggies or whatever it is, you will bed rot. You will not do things that are conducive with someone that is wanting to be a more luxury and put together person, because you don't look the part. You need to first look the part and then you can act the part. And another benefit to wearing matching silk pajama sets, or even like a silk robe to get ready, you will notice that you will start to act in a way that is conducive to someone that wears silk on a day-to-day basis. You will start to do more things that pour into you, that are more self-care, that are more self-love. Why? Because when you think of a girl that is wearing silk pajama sets, when you're thinking of a girl that is wearing a silk robe, she is someone that is put together. She is someone that is very high maintenance. She is someone that is very classy, and she will do things in order to keep herself in tip-top shape. Her pajama set is not excluded out of that. Her toes are done and she always looks put together. So when you invest into silk pieces, silk, first of all, the fabric in itself is smooth, it is soft, and it is flowy and silky, and that to me is luxury. And so when you're wearing something that is very smooth and soft on your skin, you are going to be used to comfort, you are going to be used to things feeling good, and so you are not going to be in a situation or be around people who offer you discomfort. And so that is one thing that you can do to add luxury into your day-to-day life. If you think the price retail for a silk piece is out of your budget, you could really make use of the secondhand stores that we have online. You can go on Vinted and Depop and search for silk pajama sets and silk robes, but make sure they are 100% silk. That is the whole baseline of this. Things are going to feel different when they're mixed with synthetic fibers. You need 100% silk. And that is also, and then like you have now something that is durable, that is going to last a very long time, as opposed to something that is made up of synthetic fibers and maybe on a fast fashion website, but it's still also cost effective because you got it secondhand on Vinted or Depop. Now, when you think of a high maintenance girl, what do you think? What do you think? I'm going to give you a second to think about that. Okay, it's done. You think of someone that is always put together. Her hair is perfect. Her nails are always done. She has jewelry on. Her outfits are classy and elegant. And what else? She smells good. So the second thing that you could do to incorporate luxury into your everyday life is to smell good. Wear perfume absolutely everywhere. I do not care where you're going, whether you're doing your weekly shop, whether you're going just on a walk, whether you're going to uni, whether you're going to a meeting, whether you're going to dinner, put on that damn perfume. If your nose is very sensitive, opt for a scented lotion, or opt for a perfume oil that is more maybe fruity or florally. I personally love my ouds. I noticed that perfumes that I tend to like, that I associate with luxury and put together and elegance, are perfumes that have notes of saffron, they have notes of Bulgarian rose, and they have notes of oud. And so me personally, I would recommend, if you also like that scent profile, Creed's Queen of Silk, Baccarat Rouge 540, Gentle Fluidity Gold by Maison Francis Kirk de John, and also Ombre Nomad by Louis Vuitton. These perfumes, if you like the scent profile that I provided earlier, that are ones that I tend to feel like are more luxurious and elegant, are perfumes that I have tried, tested, and smelled, and think that they are absolute bomb. I could not get the smell of them out of my head. If you are someone that does not want to break the bank with the perfume, that is okay. You can still get high quality perfumes without having to spend too much money. In that case, I would suggest that you research into Middle Eastern perfumes. Brands like Al Rahab, Maison Alhambra, Swiss Arabian are brands that have perfumes and also perfume oils that last a very long time, project the smell, and are just very beautiful smelling. If you're someone that likes chocolate, Choco Musk by Al Rahab is something that will be very nice for you. It has a sort of synthetic smell, but it is still chocolate at the end of the day, and it lasts a very long time. If you're someone that likes lemon cake, Soft by Al Rahab is something that will smell nice to you. It smells very similar to pink sugar, but without that burnt sort of licorice smell that pink sugar tends to have. Just do your research, but just wear the perfume. Wear the perfume. And the reason why I'm basically saying for you to introduce perfumes and smelling good into your life, and how that correlates with luxury to me and elegance to me, is because I feel like whenever anybody walks in a room, you announce a particular message. You do let people know before you speak things about you. And if you think of a luxury woman, a high maintenance woman, when she walks in the room, what does she announce? Is I take very good care of myself. The things I do to keep up with my hygiene, with my maintenance, and with my physical appearance, and also my mental, are expensive. I take the time out of my schedule to make sure that I'm in tip-top shape and I smell absolutely amazing. She is announcing that because of the smell that she's giving off, because of the style of her hair, because of the way that her makeup is. And that is something that you can also be one step closer to giving off if you introduce smelling and perfume into your everyday life. Smell, just smell, and not badly. Another thing that I personally do to introduce luxury and high maintenance into my life is having set morning routines and set night routines. To me, luxury is being put together. To me, luxury is being organized. Morning routines and night routines allow me to take things slow, allow me to incorporate things that I maybe would not have time for otherwise unless I made time for it. And there are things that fill me up, and there are things that make me look and feel more put together, and also set me up for my day or set me up for my night. That is luxury to me, because when you think of a high value woman, when you think of a luxurious, put together, high maintenance woman, you know that she has Pilates in the morning, she drinks her green juice, she comes back, she reads a book, and then she starts her day. And it's like she follows this routine. There are things that she incorporates that fill her up, but also keep her looking more put together. And for starters, you want to incorporate something that is enriching, incorporate something that is healthy, and incorporate something that is hydrating. So in the morning, always drink water, but also besides that, drink a ginger and lemon tea out of a really nice cup. Why out of a really nice cup? That is that air of luxury right there. That is that beautiful loveliness and romanticization of your morning routine. You were sitting in your silk robe, drinking your ginger and lemon tea out of a really pretty cup, and you're just welcoming in the day. After that, you can do a workout, and that is something that is enriching, or go on a walk in nature. That is enriching. Healthy. Take your daily vitamins. That set of routine is something that is going to establish a luxurious, slow, and romantic morning. And then if you want to do in the night, your night routine, stretching before you take your magnesium supplement and your tart cherry juice in order to aid in better sleep. Hydration, enrichment would be to read a book before you go to sleep. These certain things that you can incorporate in your morning and night is what's going to make you more put together. It is something that's going to make you take your morning or your night more slow, and it's something that is going to introduce an air of romance into your routine. Romance with no one else but yourself. And I personally feel like someone that is a high maintenance, luxurious person is someone that is very romantic in every aspect of their life, and not with another person, but towards themselves. And that is something that having a set morning and night routine that fills you up will do. Another thing that I do in order to maintain a layer of put togetherness and luxury into my everyday/weekly life is I always have my nails done. I don't go to the salon every week. I don't go to the salon every 2 weeks. I do my own nails actually. But even if I don't want to do gel by myself, I will paint them. This is something that to me is more put together. Having chipped nails is not put together. Stop. Either if it chips, take it all off or repaint it again. That is not something that is conducive with someone that is high maintenance, luxurious, or put together. When you're having your nails done, it builds your nails actually, it strengthens them if you're just putting regular nail polish that has building properties on it. But also you can experiment with styles and designs, and having the freedom and the opportunity to experiment with your creativity and your styles when it comes to your nails is something that is very luxurious to me. Not everybody gets to have their nails done. Not everybody has the time to get their nails done, but you do, and you can incorporate that into your everyday life, or your weekly life rather, as an element of luxury, as an element and a layer of put togetherness. And I know that every single high maintenance, luxurious woman out there, when I see them, they always have their nails done. They always have, whether it is like a cute short manicure or some a Russian manicure that has a little bit of length, or whether it's the Xiaohongshu nails, it just looks put together. The whole process of just getting your nails done in general is something that is luxurious, and it is something that if you want to incorporate elements of luxury into your life and are on the process of becoming someone that is high maintenance, is something that you should think about. The second last thing that I would say is something when introduced can add an element or a layer of luxury into your life is listening to jazz or classical music whenever you are doing anything mundane. Now, we already said you have your silk matching pajamas or your silk robe on, you have your perfume on, you've sprayed your little house scent, and you are cleaning or brushing your teeth or cooking. Yeah. Now imagine all of that put together with some Sade in the background, with some Chet Baker in the background, with some Frank Sinatra in the background, with some Bach in the background. You've just set the whole luxurious atmosphere. You are going to live the rest of your day as someone that is used to this kind of thing. She takes it slow. She only wears silk. She refuses to listen and play anything else other than pretty, feminine, or classic music. Whenever I'm doing something on a day-to-day basis, I always put on my playlist. It is either always jazz, it is either always classical music, or Lana Del Rey, or Sade, or some Fiona Apple, Nora Jones, things like that. And that, it makes me, it's funny because I tend to act a little bit different. I move a lot slower. I pay more attention to what I'm doing. My mannerisms whilst I'm doing the thing that I'm doing, even though it's very mundane, is something that would be attributed to elegance. It's something that would be attributed to softness and slowness. And that is all because of music. Because it's the same thing. When you're getting ready, you're putting on some bad beat music because you're going to start to feel yourself. You're going to start to, point at the mirror and all those types of things. Why not do something similar when you're doing things mundane to introduce an atmosphere of class instead of an atmosphere of boredom? I do have some playlists that would be very good for you guys to listen to if you don't really know where to start music-wise. These are songs that are conducive to my vibe that I want to give, but I'll be linking them in the description below for anybody who wants to give them a little listen. There is a lot of Sade, Nora Jones, Chet Baker, Fiona Apple, and Lana Del Rey as well. You can definitely check those songs in my description box and start listening to them, and also getting used to an atmosphere of luxury and of high maintenance in your day-to-day life. The last thing, this one is kind of important. The last thing that I do on a day-to-day basis in order to establish a layer of luxury, high maintenance, elegance, put togetherness in my life, this is something that is physical, but it will also affect my mindset and also conditions me to be used to a certain type of thing. I will not go anywhere if it's not pretty to me. If I'm choosing to leave my house, so this isn't something that is an obligation. If I'm choosing to leave my house and I'm going to go study, or I'm going to go do my work, or edit my videos, or answer emails, or have dinner, I'm going to go somewhere that I think is beautiful. I'm going to go somewhere that I think is gorgeous. I'm going to go somewhere where my eyes can be fed Do you know what I mean? When you continuously subject yourself to places that are just not really put together or are not pleasing to your eyes, you're going to get used to being in those kinds of environments. You're not going to be comfortable when you enter into spaces that are more put together, that are more luxurious, and that are more nice in general. When I do in my own free time, or when I choose to do anything that is on my personal schedule in somewhere that is beautiful, in somewhere that is aesthetically pleasing, and is in somewhere that fits my image of where the dream version and the high maintenance and the luxury version of the Jessica that I want to be would go. Getting yourself used to being into pretty and beautiful spaces, whatever that looks like for you, will also increase and elevate your dating experiences and the quality of your life in general. And that helps with romanticizing your life, which I tend to do pretty much all the time, and I would recommend for anybody else to do it as well. Those are the suggestions for things that I would personally recommend if you were someone that wants to add layers of luxury into their everyday life, that wants to be more put together, high maintenance, and just that kind of girl. And the reason why I'm giving you guys these tips and tricks is because I'm tired of seeing girls subject themselves in boring lifestyles, in lifestyles that they're clearly not happy in, and doing things that do not pour into themselves, doing things that do not act as actions and activities of self-love. And I think that when you as a woman begin to romanticize your everyday life, you begin to become more romantic, and that in itself is inherently feminine, and that to me is very luxurious. And so I want you to romanticize your life. I want you to better your life. I want you to elevate your life. And I believe that the things that I just mentioned are going to do that for you. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Take your time and go back and watch my last video in which I talked about how I transformed myself during my university years, and how, especially if you are a first year or a freshman, what you could do to really come out differently than the way that you came in. I hope you guys have a lovely day, and see you guys in the next video.